In 2007, the Pennsylvania Developmental Disabilities Commission funded a project to create a curriculum for people with disabilities and their care providers on how to prevent, identify, and seek help in abusive situations. The Pennsylvania Coalition Against Rape and the Temple Institute on Disabilities partnered on this grant to create this curriculum. And what we created was a curriculum called SAFE, Stop Abuse for Everyone. It is a personal safety curriculum for adults with disabilities and their care providers. And the reason the grant was created was that abuse is happening at much higher rates for people with disabilities. We created an advisory council of individuals who worked with people with disabilities, who worked with crime victim survivors, and who were individuals with disabilities and their care providers to help us determine how we wanted the curriculum to look. We had 5 or 6 county rape crisis centers from across Pennsylvania. We had 4 self-advocates, individuals who have disabilities. We had 4 care providers, which were both parents of people with disabilities and paid care providers who sat on our advisory council. We had the ARC of Pennsylvania, the Pennsylvania Coalition Against Domestic Violence, as well as the Tri-County Blind Association.
This curriculum is comprised of 5 modules. The first 4 modules are designed for people with disabilities. The last module, which is what we call our care provider module, is designed for people that provide care to people with disabilities and understanding the components of abuse. Module 1 is a module about financial abuse, and it's designed to be a safety guide for people with disabilities of how to handle their money as well as their personal belongings. Module 2 is about neglect and withholding support. This is a safety guide for people with disabilities to help them to understand that they have rights with respect to the care that they deserve. Module 3, Physical and Verbal Abuse, is a safety guide that helps people with disabilities understand methods and ways to prevent and handle physical and verbal abuse. Module 4 is about sexual abuse. First, there is a definition of what sexual abuse is, and then secondly, this module is a safety guide to help prevent sexual abuse with people with disabilities. Module 5 is a curriculum overview, and this overview is specifically designed for care providers. It's a comprehensive training guide that covers all 4 modules that we just discussed.
People with disabilities are highly at risk to become victims of crime. It has nothing to do with the disability. It has to do with the perception that our culture has around individuals who have disabilities. And so these people are at risk by care providers, by people in the general community. And what we want to do is talk to folks about where to go for help. If this happens to them, where to go for help, and to also know that it is abuse.